Imagine this. You wake up in the morning just like you've done for decades. The sunlight slips through the curtains, you swing your legs over the edge of the bed, and something feels different. There's no pain, no sudden illness, but a quiet absence. That familiar sign of energy, of circulation, of life, down there, that used to greet you almost every morning, is gone. You brush it off thinking maybe you slept wrong or maybe you're just tired, but then it happens again the next morning, and the one after that. For many men over 60, this is where it begins, not with a dramatic symptom, but with a small, subtle change that feels easy to ignore. Until weeks or months later, they notice more. Cold feet even in warm weather, a weaker, slower stream in the bathroom, a general sense of fatigue they can't shake. And deep down, a worry starts to grow. Is this just aging? Or is something quietly shutting down the blood flow to the most important parts of my body? Here's the truth most men never hear. The health of your circulation down there isn't just about intimacy. It's a mirror of your overall vascular health, your heart, your brain, your energy levels. When blood flow to the pelvic region slows, it's often because tiny blood vessels have lost their flexibility. They can't open wide to deliver oxygen and nutrients. And without that, tissues weaken, nerves become less responsive, and confidence begins to fade. Now here's the part that should give you hope. You don't need a prescription to start turning this around. You don't need complicated machines or risky procedures. In fact, one of the most powerful ways to restore healthy circulation starts before you even have breakfast. It's in what you drink within the first hour of your day. The right morning drinks can open up those vessels, protect your nitric oxide levels, the chemical signal your body uses to tell your arteries to relax, and literally switch on blood flow to your pelvic region. And when you choose them consistently, you're not just helping that one area. You're supporting your heart, your brain, your muscles, and your energy for the entire day. In the next few minutes, you're going to discover 5 simple, affordable morning drinks backed by solid science that can bring warmth back to your hands and feet, restore energy to your mornings, and protect the kind of circulation that keeps you feeling strong, steady, and confident well after 60. One of them works so quickly, some men notice a difference within a week, and you might already have it in your kitchen right now. I'm Dr. Lily Anderson. For over 25 years, I've worked as a men's health specialist, a nutritionist, and a sexual wellness consultant, helping thousands of men over the age of 60 restore their energy, protect their circulation, and regain their confidence, without depending on drugs or invasive procedures. In my clinic, I've seen men walk in, feeling drained, frustrated, and convinced that their best years were behind them. And I've seen them walk out weeks or months later with brighter eyes, a stronger stride, and a renewed sense of vitality. My approach is simple but powerful. Use the body's own repair systems, give it the right fuel, and remove the hidden habits that quietly cause damage over time. That's why I focus so much on the very first hour of your day. What you do and what you drink when you wake up sets the tone for your circulation, your energy, and your hormone balance for the next 24 hours. And today, I'm going to give you something you can start using tomorrow morning. In the next few minutes, I'll walk you through 5 specific morning drinks that science shows can open up blood vessels, protect the nitric oxide your body needs for strong blood flow, and reduce inflammation in the delicate tissues of your pelvic region. We'll talk about why they work, how to prepare them in minutes, and when to drink them for the best effect. You'll also hear the story of one of my patients who went from restless nights and cold feet to warm mornings, better bathroom habits, and the return of a confidence he thought was gone for good. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear, practical plan you can start immediately, one that could change the way you feel by this time next week. The 5 morning drinks. Drink number 1. Warm lemon water with a pinch of cayenne. Start your day with a glass of warm water, the juice of half a fresh lemon, and just a pinch of cayenne pepper. This simple combination does 3 important things. First, the vitamin C from lemon helps protect nitric oxide, the key molecule that tells your blood vessels to open up. Second, the warmth of the water and the mild heat from cayenne stimulate your circulatory system, gently increasing blood flow even to the smallest vessels in your pelvic region. Third, it wakes up your digestive system, helping your body absorb nutrients more effectively for the rest of the day. In a clinical study on vascular health, participants who consumed vitamin C-rich drinks in the morning saw improved arterial dilation within hours. Best time to drink, within 10 minutes of waking, before coffee or breakfast. Drink number 2, pure pomegranate juice. Pomegranate is one of nature's richest sources of polyphenols, powerful antioxidants that protect and even restore blood vessel flexibility. They also protect nitric oxide from being broken down too quickly, allowing it to keep your vessels relaxed longer. Research published in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences found that pomegranate juice improved blood flow in just 30 minutes. For pelvic circulation, this is critical. Serving: 4 to 6 ounces of pure, unsweetened juice, preferably cold-pressed. Drink it in the morning to set the tone for the day's circulation. Drink number 3. Beetroot smoothie beets are a nitrate powerhouse. Once in your body, nitrates are converted to nitric oxide, directly improving blood flow to the lower body. A study in the Journal of Applied Physiology showed that beet juice increased blood flow to working muscles by up to 20%, and that effect includes the pelvic area. Combine 1 small raw beet or 4 ounces beet juice with a few berries for extra antioxidants, and blend with water or almond milk. Best time: within the first hour of waking, ideally after warm lemon water. Drink number 4. Ginger turmeric tea. Chronic inflammation is one of the main enemies of healthy blood flow, and both ginger and turmeric are potent natural anti-inflammatories. Curcumin, the active compound in turmeric, and gingerols in ginger have been shown to improve endothelial function, the ability of blood vessels to relax and contract. Brew a tea using fresh slices of ginger and a teaspoon of turmeric powder or grated root. Add a pinch of black pepper to boost curcumin absorption. Drink it mid-morning to keep blood vessels relaxed and responsive. Drink number 5, green tea with L-citrulline powder. Green tea is packed with catechins, antioxidants that protect blood vessels and support nitric oxide production. Adding L-citrulline, an amino acid found in watermelon, makes it even more powerful. L-citrulline is converted into L-arginine in the body, which is then used to create nitric oxide. Together, they help improve both the speed and volume of blood flow to the pelvic region. Brew 1 cup of green tea, stir in 2 grams of L-citrulline powder, and drink between breakfast and lunch for sustained circulation benefits. How to use them together. If you're just starting, pick 1 drink and make it a habit for 2 weeks. If you want the fastest results, you can combine them strategically. Warm lemon water upon waking, beet smoothie or pomegranate juice with breakfast, ginger turmeric tea mid-morning, and green tea with L-citrulline before lunch. Consistency matters more than perfection. Most men notice warmer extremities, improved morning energy, and better pelvic responsiveness within 2 to 4 weeks. Robert was 67 when he first walked into my clinic. A retired engineer, he was meticulous about keeping his car in perfect condition, but admitted he hadn't treated his own body with the same care. He sat across from me, hands folded, looking slightly embarrassed. "Doc," he said quietly, "I've lost something I can't exactly talk about with my friends. And it's been creeping up for a while." As we talked, his story unfolded. He'd noticed that his morning erections, something he'd had for decades, were becoming rare. His feet and hands often felt cold, even on warm days. Trips to the bathroom were more frequent at night, and his energy seemed to drain by mid-morning. But like many men, he assumed this was just part of getting older. I asked him about his mornings. "Coffee first," he said, "then maybe toast. That's it." He wasn't doing anything in those crucial first hours to support his circulation. In fact, the caffeine spike without any real nutrients was making his blood vessels even less responsive. We decided to try a new approach, not a radical overhaul, but a targeted morning plan built around 5 specific drinks. Robert agreed to give it 4 weeks. No excuses. Week 1. We started simple. Warm lemon water with a pinch of cayenne first thing after waking. Within 3 days, he noticed something surprising. His feet felt warmer in the morning. His digestion seemed smoother, and he felt more alert before his first cup of coffee. Week 2. We added pomegranate juice with breakfast. He liked the tart sweetness and began looking forward to it. By the end of the week, he said the night trips to the bathroom had dropped from 3 times to just once. I actually slept through the night for the first time in months, he told me. Week 3. Beetroot smoothie joined the plan. Robert wasn't sure about the earthy taste, but when we blended it with frozen berries, he enjoyed it. This was the week he reported something he hadn't expected. His morning erections returned. "It's been years," he said, shaking his head with a smile. Week 4. We completed the set with ginger turmeric tea mid-morning and green tea with L-citrulline before lunch. His energy was steady all day, his mood lighter, and he began taking afternoon walks again without feeling drained. At his follow-up, Robert looked like a different man. His posture was straighter, his skin had more color, and the spark in his eyes was unmistakable. "Doc," he said, "I feel like I've got my old self back." And my wife, well, let's just say she's noticed, too. Robert's story isn't unique. The body has an incredible ability to repair itself when given the right tools, especially in those first hours after waking. His success came not from luck or expensive treatments, but from consistent, intentional choices each morning. To understand why these 5 morning drinks work so well, you need to know what's really going on inside your body, without the confusing medical jargon. Think of your blood vessels like a network of garden hoses running through your entire body. Some are big, like the ones going to your heart and legs. Others are tiny, so tiny they're thinner than a human hair, especially in the pelvic region. For everything to work as it should down there, these tiny vessels need to open wide enough to deliver fresh, oxygen-rich blood exactly when it's needed. The signal that tells them to open comes from a molecule called nitric oxide. You can think of nitric oxide as the green light for your blood flow. When you have enough of it, your vessels relax and let blood rush through. When you don't, the vessels stay narrow, blood moves slowly, and the tissues don't get the oxygen and nutrients they need. Over time, that leads to weaker performance, colder extremities, slower healing, and yes, fewer morning erections. Here's the challenge. After age 50, your body naturally produces less nitric oxide. By 60, you might be making only half as much as you did in your 20s. Add in years of inflammation, poor diet, and lack of movement, and those garden hoses start acting like old pipes, stiff, narrow, and sometimes clogged. This is where the 5 drinks come in. Each one works on one or more of these key systems. 1. Boosting nitric oxide production. Beetroot and pomegranate are nitrate and polyphenol powerhouses. Nitrates in beets are converted into nitric oxide in your body, directly opening blood vessels. Polyphenols in pomegranate protect nitric oxide from breaking down too quickly, so it can keep doing its job longer. 2. Reducing inflammation in vessel walls. Chronic inflammation is like rust in your pipes. It makes the walls rough and less flexible. Ginger, turmeric, and green tea contain compounds that calm this inflammation, allowing vessels to relax and contract normally again. 3. Protecting vessel structure. Vitamin C from lemon, combined with antioxidants in green tea and berries, helps your body build collagen and elastin in vessel walls. These proteins act like the flexible lining inside your garden hoses, keeping them smooth and elastic. 4. Supporting hormone balance. Better blood flow improves the delivery of nutrients and oxygen to the glands that regulate testosterone production. Warm lemon water and L-citrulline in green tea help support this process, creating a positive cycle. Improved circulation boosts hormone health, which in turn supports circulation. 5. Timing for maximum effect. Why morning? Because after a night's sleep, your nitric oxide levels are low, your vessels are less responsive, and your antioxidant defenses are depleted. The first things you put into your body can either start rebuilding those defenses or let the decline continue all day. By targeting this first hour, you give your circulation a head start that lasts. Think of it like priming a pump. Once the flow is strong early in the day, it's easier to keep it going. That's why Robert noticed his feet warming up and his energy improving before lunch. His body was starting the day with vessels already open and responsive. When you combine these drinks with small habits like light walking, deep breathing, and avoiding heavy processed foods in the morning, you create a powerful environment for your blood vessels to heal. The science is clear. Stronger circulation doesn't just help one part of your body. It supports your brain, heart, muscles, and overall vitality. I want you to picture something for a moment. 6 months from now, you wake up, and before you even open your eyes, you notice the difference. Your body feels lighter. Your hands and feet are warm. You sit up, and there it is, that familiar signal of energy and circulation down there that you thought was gone for good. You feel ready to start the day, not dragging yourself out of bed. That's not a fantasy. That's the natural result of giving your body the tools it's been asking for, consistently. I know what some of you are thinking. I'm too old for this to work. I've heard it countless times from men in their 60s, 70s, even 80s, and every single time I tell them the same thing. Your body never loses the ability to respond. It just needs the right inputs, repeated often enough to rebuild what's been worn down. Think about Robert from earlier. He didn't start with all 5 drinks. He started with 1. Just warm lemon water with a pinch of cayenne every morning. He didn't change the rest of his life overnight, but that one choice began to shift his circulation, his energy, and his confidence. And once he saw the first signs of change, warmer feet, better sleep, he was motivated to add the next step and then the next. That's the power of starting small. You don't have to become a completely different person tomorrow. You don't have to give up everything you enjoy. You just have to give your body one signal in the right direction and let momentum build from there. So here's my challenge to you. Pick one of the 5 drinks I've shared today. Just one. Commit to having it every morning for the next 14 days. Write it on a sticky note and put it on your fridge, or set an alarm on your phone. Don't think about perfection. Think about consistency. Because here's the truth. Big changes don't come from grand gestures. They come from small, deliberate actions repeated so often they become part of who you are. And every time you make that choice, you're telling your body, I'm not giving up on you. I'm still in this fight. I've watched men who had given up hope rediscover warmth, strength, and intimacy they thought belonged to the past. I've seen couples smile at each other in my office with that unspoken look that says, we've got our spark back. And it all started with something as simple as what they drank in the morning. You might not feel a dramatic change on day 1. You might not even notice much in the first week. But give your body time. Just like it took years for your circulation to slow down, it takes consistent care for it to rebuild. And once it does, you'll understand why I call this the quiet revolution of men over 60. This is your moment. You can let another morning slip by without action, or you can decide that today is the day you start turning things around. Your future self, the one with warmer mornings, stronger circulation, and steadier confidence, will thank you. If you've stayed with me until now, it tells me something important. You care about your health, your confidence, and your future. You're not willing to just accept decline as a normal part of aging. You're willing to take even the smallest step if it means feeling alive again. So here's what I'd like you to do next. Choose one of the 5 morning drinks we've talked about today. Not tomorrow, not someday, tomorrow morning. Make it part of the first hour of your day. See how your body responds. Notice the small shifts, warmer hands, steadier energy, a lighter mood. Write them down if you need to, because those small wins are the fuel that will keep you going. And then share your experience. Leave a comment below telling me which drink you're starting with. Your story might be exactly what another man needs to hear to take his first step. You might think it's just a small comment, but it could be the spark that changes someone else's life. If you found today's video helpful, give it a like and share it with a friend, a brother, or anyone you know who's over 60 and might be quietly struggling. You never know how much good a simple share can do. In our next video, I'll be revealing the evening drink that works while you sleep, supporting circulation and hormone balance through the night so you wake up ready to go. You won't want to miss that. So make sure you're subscribed and your notifications are on. Remember this: you're never too old to create change. Every morning is a new chance to give your body what it needs. And when you choose to show up for your health, you're not just adding years to your life. You're adding life to your years. Take that step tomorrow morning, and let's see where it takes you.